Video to explain one of the problems you might face if you're trying to hang up your Samsung TV, which is slightly curved on the back, to a TV bracket like this. And just to explain to you the problem I had, because you might have the same thing. So these are called, I've got the TV instructions here, and there's separate ones for the bracket. So basically these are called wall mount adapters, and you have to put these in. You'll have 4 of them with your sort of TV accessory pack. So you might have, if you haven't just bought the TV, you might have to kind of look back and find it. But you basically see these 4 holes at the back of the TV. I don't know if you can see, but the bottom part of the TV sticks out more than the top. So do you see that curve in it? This is quite a slim TV, it's 55-inch, and the top is thinner and then the bottom gets a bit thicker, and these things just level that out for the bolts. So if I just show you what it advises, look at this diagram. It's a bit hard to understand at first, but it's basically saying that you, between the bracket or the wall mount, which is this, and the TV, you can't just use the bolts that's provided with the bracket. You can't just do them straight into the TV like that, apparently, because that will ruin your warranty and damage it. So what it advises is you put these little plastic things in first, like so. So at the bottom, it's quite close to the TV itself. If you just try and focus on there. Yeah. But whereas if you put them in the top, oh, it sticks, oh, is that all it goes? Yeah, it sticks out a lot. So you see there's a big difference between the top one and the bottom one. And what that does, it creates a level, it makes them both actually level, even though it looks really wrong. It looks like, why is that sticking out so much? And that one's quite flat. So I figured out that bit, and this is, you also want to check how many. So I've got this 55-inch one. So this is the Samsung booklet. So you want to look in this, the user manual, sorry. Alright, it's not focusing. Yeah, user manual. And you want to look at this because it tells you, because I've got the 55-inch and it tells you need 400 by 400. So when you're buying it, this one, the maximum it said it could do is 400 millimeters, which is 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters there. So you want to make sure of that before you buy a bracket. So this is the one I got from B&M. This is the box and stuff. But the thing you want to look out for here, if you see that there, it says, I don't know what that stands for, but VESA, standard 400 by 400. So what that means is the space between the holes. So then if you look at the TV, what it means is that should be 40 or 400 millimeters by 400 millimeters for this bracket to work with it. So that's the thing you want to make sure of before you get started, before you buy one, just in case. I didn't. I just went by the 55-inch thing. So I just saw that this box says it will cover up to 55 inches. There. See there, I thought that was okay, but it's worth checking that the gaps are okay between the holes. Okay, so now coming on to the main reason I'm making this video is not to explain how to do the whole bracket thing. It's more to, because there's lots of videos on that. And so the main reason is to kind of show that they give all these different bolts or screws or whatever you want to call them. They give you loads of options. So you'd think one of them will be okay for your TV. For me, it was M8. So I looked at the Samsung booklet here, and you see it says M8. And then I looked at the booklet for the bracket, and it said, in this guide at the beginning, it said M8 is this one. So letter I. So I thought, okay, brilliant. So I went for this one, I. I've taken them out, which are these. But the problem with the Samsung TV is these ones supplied are 30 millimeters long. So if you look again at the TV instruction, the bracket leaflet, this is the bracket one. And then you'll notice, really small, M8 30 millimeters, so that's not long enough. And how I discovered this was when I put these plastic bits in, they just weren't long enough. So if I just show you, these are the ones supplied in this packet here with the TV bracket. And then you put them in the wall mount adapters, which are necessary to make the back of the TV level, as I talked about earlier. If you try and put one of these in here, you realise it's not even long enough. It doesn't even reach the back. Do you see that? So there's no way that you can put this in the back of your TV and it will work. Look, you see that? It doesn't even reach far enough to sort of have any screwing action. Not in the top, and sorry, not in the bottom, and even in the top. Oh, that's all it goes. I was trying to get it in, yeah. Yeah, look, it doesn't even reach the back, so you've got no chance of it going in and screwing in. So then I ordered from Amazon. No, then I looked at this Samsung leaflet and I realised that even though it says M8, you want to look at this bit as well. So it says the length of the bolt should be 43 to 45. Well, it doesn't say that, it says C. So it's hard to know what C is. So if you look here, C is actually the length of the bolt. So I wrote it down for myself. C is the screw bolt length. So basically I needed to get either 43, 44, 45. Looked on Amazon and I found a set of these. They're also called M8, but they're 45mm. So do you see the difference in length? They're both M8, I think that's the diameter, but the length is so different. So obviously I couldn't do it in the same day. I had to wait to get these delivered. And they're different as well. This one has a sort of Phillips screw top. The ones provided with the bracket. And then these ones have a sort of Allen key top, so it's different. But, you know, as long as you've got some spares with you, you might have it if you built some other furniture or stuff. So that will fit in there, standard one. It's tricky to do with one hand, but yeah. Yeah, that fits in there, so that's good. So I got a set of 10. I think it was only like 50p difference to either get 4 or to get more. And I got it next day delivery with Prime, so I'll put a link below in the video, but there's loads on Amazon anyway. So now you see the difference in length is much more, but the thickness is the same. And the other thing to note is it's flat at the bottom. It's not pointy, so look at this. They say, the Samsung leaflet booklet again, says it shouldn't be sort of this kind of end, it should be flat. So bear that in mind as well when you're ordering. You want a sort of flat end, like completely straight and flat like that. Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, one of these shorter 30mm ones doesn't even reach the end, so I haven't done this yet, but just to show you that this one in the what's it called? Adapter? Yeah, wall mount adapter, and it comes out the other end. So now I should be able to actually do what it says and put these in first. Not put these in first, put the adapter in and then the bracket and then the new bolts, which are longer. But yeah, see that? You've actually got some screwing action going on there. See that? Yeah, that's holding. And I'll just try it at the top as well. Yeah, that's working as well, with a bit of space to go in. Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. So that's just in case you're having the same problem as me and you can't proceed with your TV bracket because you've got a Samsung TV and with a curved back and you've got short screws or bolts and you need to quickly get some other ones. It's worth knowing about this. And I also tried to find some TV brackets that tell the length of the bolts they give in advance. They generally just say M8, so you still don't know how long they are. I suppose one way around it is maybe finding the manual of the one you're trying to buy. So say if I just picked this up in store, but if it was online, I perhaps could have downloaded the manual online, and then like the instruction leaflet or whatever, and then looked at this and seen it's 30, and then I could have looked at this beforehand. I didn't actually know that you're supposed to look at this beforehand. I just went for 55-inch TV bracket, But it's worth, that's why I'm making this video. It's worth bearing in mind that if you can find out the TV bracket you're buying, if you can find out the length of the bolts that it provides, I would have known in advance that that's too short, and what I need is this 45 M8, not 30mm M8. So if I knew that in advance, I could have ordered this beforehand and not have to wait. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across, just in case you have the same problem. Okay, I hope it helps, and happy TV mounting. I'm going to try and now fix this bracket to there and see how I get on.